That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Texas A&M Aggies return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Gage. Complete downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Texas A&M going up tempo. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jars loose by the hit. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggie.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and miss the connection here on third down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He'll pull it on the read. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Back to pass, it's Gage. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Power ahead. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Back to throw, it's Gage. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Thrust that arm out. The ball pops out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Gage. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Trying to find his man on first down. The quick out. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now on second and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking to throw, it's Gage. He's looking deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. He wants to throw. Fires left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the quarterback is snowed under. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. He's open on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game. And they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pulls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Western Michigan!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Going up top on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Gage. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll throw it on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys, too. I think about...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Gage. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes the connection. They are able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Broncos will snap it on first and 10. Looking for room. Ncaa just ran him over. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Quick strike complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on second down after the good first down run. To the air, it's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. It's gone. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want it.
It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Offense getting set for first down. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M going quickly. The Aggies really able to gig him that time on the option run.
And this is a proud fan base, and they want to see offense. They want to see fun, high-flying offense, and they want to see a guy in the quarterback position that can absolutely make plays.
To throw, it's Gage. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Davis. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Shakes off the tackler. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They want to just keep throwing it. Setting up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. He just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Briggs. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
This time he's got his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Gage. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Aggies! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're bringing heat. couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Out of the shotgun on third down. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. This one was a lot like a tennis match. Back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.